Hello, my name is Rosalie and welcome to my Nutri kitchen. Today we are making a healthier butter chicken dish. It's going to be really delicious. I hope you're going to try it. Now in Indian restaurants, they usually make butter chicken with cashews, and so that is something that my kids can't have. So we are going to be making butter chicken right here in my own home. It's going to be very tasty and I hope that you try it. Come with me. All right, so we are making the marinade for our chicken breast. I have 4 chicken breasts over here that I've cubed up, and I've prepared my spices here. We are using 1 tablespoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon of dried coriander, 1 teaspoon of dried chili, 1/4 of a teaspoon of turmeric, and 1/2 teaspoon of garam masala. So I'm putting all of that into my bowl over here. And now I have 3 garlic cloves that I'm just going to take little ends off, and I'm going to be grating it into our marinade. So I'm taking my fine mesh of my grater, and I'm just going to go ahead and grate this in. I need 3 cloves. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Sorry. Okay. And I'm actually going to be adding some fresh ginger as well. I'm just going to cut away the peel. Some people use a spoon, but I find it just a lot faster to peel it away using my knife. And we are grating about, I guess that's about an inch worth of fresh ginger right into our marinade. So this is going to offer a lot of flavor to this marinade. Looking good. Okay, make sure you get all of that from the inside. Perfect. Okay, and then we need 1/2 of a lemon. And I'm going to catch any seeds that may fall in right into my hand. So and then we need 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt. So this recipe is actually going to be pretty high in protein as well. So 1/2 cup of plain Greek yogurt is going to go in. A couple of good pinches of salt. 1 and 2. So I'm mixing all of the spices, all of the grated ginger and garlic and yogurt all together. And you want to marinate this for at least 1/2 an hour to get that chicken breast tender. If you can go for longer, that's even better. A lot of people are marinating for over 12 hours, but I just don't have that time today. So I am going to mix, and we are going to let this sit for at least 1/2 an hour. The next step, we are making our sauce. You can use 1 medium onion. I have 3 very small onions here, so I'm going to chop this up. And then we're gonna grate 3 cloves of garlic. And then again, I have like a good knob of ginger here that we are gonna grate as well. And 2 tomatoes. Oh no, I'm gonna start to cry. Oh my gosh, my eyes. Will I cry? Ugh. Ugh. Onions make me cry. I'm so sad. Ugh. I can barely see. I'm just gonna let them tear a little bit. Da, 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 dee.
And the Oscar goes to...
You want this pretty finely chopped, because once we make the sauce, everything is gonna go into a blender. And I'm gonna take my grater, and let's do the garlic next. Great. Ow, just grated my nail. Okay, then I'm going for the ginger. Chop the onions last. That's a great suggestion. Okay, that's looking really good. Crying. Crying of joy, tears of joy. Butter chicken brings tears of joy. I have 2 tomatoes, and I'm gonna dice this up. Okay, beautiful.
Beautiful.
All right, I'm putting in about 1 tablespoon of butter into the pan, and we are going to be melting that down and roasting our chicken in the pan. we are flipping this. We want to cook it so that there is a little bit of char on the chicken breast. We don't have to cook it all the way through though, but we are cooking it so that there are these little bits that are a little bit brown. So I'm putting my chicken in this pot over here, and now in the same pan we are going to be building the sauce. So I'm adding another little pat of butter to my pan. I have this just a little bit over medium heat. I'm also going to add a little drizzle of oil because I don't want the butter to burn, but I want that butter flavor. To this we are adding our garlic and onions first. And we are going to let that sweat. I kind of want to pick up the little bits from the bottom of the pan. That's going to offer a lot of flavor. We can add a little pinch of salt so that we are building that savory profile all the way through the whole recipe. Okay. Now at this point we can add our minced ginger. So that goes in. That's smelling really fragrant. Okay, and now that there's a little bit of color on the onions and the garlic and the ginger, we're going to be adding our spices. The same spices that we used in our marinade in the exact same proportions. We are going to be putting it in and then kind of coating all of the onions and all of the ingredients together. Okay, and what we're doing is we are heating through all of these spices to bring out their flavor. Okay, and you'll see here it kind of dries it all out, but that's completely fine because we are going to be adding the tomatoes as the next step. So all of that goes in. Great. And we are going to cook this on medium heat until the tomatoes soften. Okay, you can see that the tomatoes have really softened down, and it almost has like a jammy kind of consistency. That's what we want. And now I'm going to be adding another half a cup of the Greek yogurt to this. I'm going to mix it all together. So now that we have mixed all of the yogurt and the tomatoes and onions and garlic and all of that together, we're going to be blending it so that we're making this this mixture nice and smooth. So I have my blender over here, I have my sauce mixture. I'm going to put this on and give it a blend. It's going to be noisy. So let's check the consistency. Oh. Ooh, beauty. It's nice and smooth now. Do you see it? It smells so good. If we wanted to get really picky about how velvety the sauce is, you can pass it through a sieve, and then you're gonna have that very, very silky, velvety sauce. But I kind of want the fiber from all of the ingredients, the tomatoes and onions and garlic. It's better for us anyway. And look at it, it's still really delicious. I'm excited. Okay, next step, we are going to be taking this sauce and cooking the chicken in it. Okay, so I'm putting my chicken back into the pot here. Pan? Pot? Pot, pan? What is it? Is this considered a pot or a pan? In my cooking vessel. Around the world, around the world. And so we're adding our sauce in, and it's looking beautiful. So we are going to cook the chicken in this sauce until it's completely cooked through. And then we are going to top it off with some fenugreek leaves, or you can use chopped up cilantro. It's really whatever you have on hand. That's delicious. Delicious. So I tasted it, and It's really delicious, but I need something to cut that acid from the tomato. So I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of honey. You can add white sugar here if you wanted to, but because this is a healthier recipe, I'll add some honey once it comes out. Just wait. Yeah. You can use white sugar if you wanted to, but because this is a healthier recipe, I'm going in for a nice dollop of honey that I'm just going to drizzle right on top. Definitely not traditional, but I do want to keep this refined sugar free if I can. I finished it off with a little bit of cream and fenugreek leaves. You can add chopped cilantro if you want to, but for that distinctive butter chicken flavor, use the dried fenugreek leaves. Okay, I've got some naan bread over here. I'm gonna go in and dip. This is a really saucy bite. It's so flavorful. You're gonna wanna keep going in with this. I'm gonna try the chicken now. Yummy. Yum. You have to try this one. Delicious. So flavorful, creamy, a lot less butter than the traditional butter chicken recipe. High protein because we used Greek yogurt and we used chicken breast. We didn't use any refined sugar, just a little drizzle of honey to cut through the acidity. You have to try it. Let me know what you think. If you like this type of content, please hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Well, I cry. Ugh.